Now gap filling is a kind of exercise, practice exercise. Let us see more about gap filling. Gap filling is a practice exercise in which we have to fill words missing in a text or paragraph. You see, gap filling is a kind of practice exercise in which we have to fill in the words that are missing in a paragraph or text. Now, why the gap filling practice is done? It is done to test the accuracy in English grammar. This exercise will leave a gap to be filled by a word or group of words that fall into a particular category. Now you see here, these gaps are to be filled by a group of words or words that fall into a particular category. Now students are confused sometimes how to fill the gaps with the correct words. For this, you should be well acquainted with the grammatical content and have the thorough knowledge of English grammar. It is very simple. It is not a difficult task to put the words or group of words in the gaps, but you need to be very careful about the essential factors for gap filling. So I'm going to teach you the essential factors for gap filling, which are the essential factors that would help you to fill the gaps correctly. So let us move into them. First essential factor for gap filling is determiners. Determiners: a, and, the, that, these, those, my, your, his, her, each, every. So determiners consist of a huge range of list of words. There are many determiners: article, demonstrative, possessive. So you must have the thorough knowledge about determiners. Then you will be able to place the correct word in the gap, correct determiner in the gap. So determiners: in, and, the, that, these, those, mine, yours, his, her, each, every, etc. You must know how to use determiners to frame a sentence. Now let us see the second essential factor is prepositions. Prepositions are the word that shows us the relationship. Now see here: at, on, by, for, from, in, into, of, to, as, about, before. There are many prepositions. So we must understand the use of prepositions. How to use prepositions to frame a sentence. Next essential factor of gap filling is conjunctions. Conjunctions are the words that are used to connect the sentence to sentence. See here: and, although, both, whether, either, neither, but, or, now. These are the connectors, these are the conjunctions. So we must be well acquainted with the usage or utility of conjunctions. Let us move to the next form of verb. As you know that there are three forms of verb. first form, second form, third form. We must be well acquainted with the forms of verb. V1, V2, V3. Forms of verb we must understand. Let us see the next modals: can, could, may, shall, will, used to, ought to, have to. So these are all modals. If we are well acquainted and if we know how to use modals to frame a sentence, to make a sentence, then it will be easy for us to fill up the gaps in the text of the paragraph. And the next is tenses. There are 12 types of tenses, so we must be very well acquainted with the 12 types of tenses. This would help you to fill up the gaps with correct tense or correct words or group of words. Now let us see one example of gap filling for better comprehension and understanding. Let us read out the paragraph and we will find out the right option from the given words in the bracket. So we will read out the paragraph, we will read out the sentence, and we will find out the right answer from the given option so that you could understand it thoroughly and properly. Let us read out. Education is important for human beings as is food. You see here, most commonly what we use before important and is used. But here, when we read out the entire sentence, the whole sentence, we can see that the education is used in a comparative manner. That means it is used in comparison with food. So, and will not come. So see the option also. Such, so, much, as. So when here is a comparison, then we can use as, because it is an adjective of comparison. So as will be your right answer. Education is as important for human being as is food. Second sentence, no one progress without education. It actually, look at the options: should, can, might, may. Now all are the modals. So if we read out the sentence, no one progress without education. Now see here, when we read the sentence, we can use can, because can shows us the possibility. Here, progress or getting progress is showing probability, chance or possibility. So therefore, we will employ can. So the sentence will be, no one can progress without education. It actually, now let's read the third sentence, makes man dash real man. An illiterate man is a. Now see in the options, and, a, the, it is not a vowel sound, so there is no question of using an, the and this. So a will be employed in this gap, in this given space. So makes man a real man, and illiterate man is a victim of. We are reading out the sentence, fourth sentence, victim of dash deceitful persons. You see here persons more than two. So if we look at the options, all, so, such, many. Persons more than two. So therefore, we will employ all in this gap. So sentence will be victim of all deceitful persons. Now, our villagers dash. Now see the option is that will not come. Okay. Here the implementation of subject and verb concord, we can see villagers. Okay. So we will make the use of are. Villagers are. We will read out the fifth sentence. Exploited because of lack of education. So there is a great need dash education. Need. So we have to use the right preposition from the given bracket. In, that will not come. At, that will not come. Off or off, which one? Off. Why? Because it is a preposition. It shows us the relationship between the things. Need of education for all. Education is, now read the options, very, so, much, many. So here we will employ very necessary. So necessary, much necessary, or many necessary will not come. Very necessary for the full growth dash development of a human being. Now see the option. Why? And, but, also. You see all the options are conjunctions. So growth, why development, that will not come. Growth but development, that will not come. Grammatically it is wrong. Also growth, also development, not. So the right option that will be and. For the full growth and development, the connector is used. Right connector is and. Right conjunction is and. Now read out the next sentence. It is necessary dash is being a civilized human being to. No, that will not come. For, in, of, for. For is a preposition. So therefore it is necessary for being a civilized human being. Now the next sentence. Our government dash many plans for the people. These can't reach. Now in the gap or in the given space, which are the options that can be used? Has, had, is, more. Now you see here singular third person is used. So when the singular third person is used, we will use has. So here the right option is has. Our government has many plans for the people. These can't reach them. successful enforcement dash law. You see here the option of, into, of, on. All the prepositions are given. Enforcement, into law, no, that's wrong. Of, that's wrong. On, no. So the right option will be of law. So you see here all the options which are available to you are determiners, prepositions, articles, might be the form of verb, tenses. So all these options are determiners, prepositions, and articles. So you must have the thorough understanding of these things like determiners, articles, prepositions, conjunctions. Then only we will be able to make the right choice. Then only we will be able to select the right answer from the given option and fill the gaps.
Oh.